What up, everybody?
Welcome back
Welcome back. Welcome back.
to the next episode of
Don't do that.
Don't Do That.
Right here on 16 TV as well as 16 TV 2. Yeah. So I have decided that I was going to say, screw it. We'll do little live update things since it's Friday and we're filming on Friday. So, as we know, President Trump said that Iran has agreed to everything, okay, and will work with the U.S. to remove its enriched uranium. So, as we know, uranium is, I believe, one of the sources for the boom booms, I believe. But as we all know, it's not so much liberation that you should look at on why the U.S. goes to some places. You should look at and see what they have. And what does they have? Uranium. So, Iran has opened up, yes, indeed. They have opened up the Strait of Hormuz. What is uranium?
Have they opened it up for us? Or
they have opened it up for everybody, but here is the kicker here. Iran is currently charging ships up to $2 million for passing through the Strait of Hormuz. This new fee structure is part of the controlled transit system introduced amid ongoing tensions with the United States and is expected to be applied selectively based on the type of ship and its cargo. So, yes, there is indeed a ceasefire between Lebanon and Israel. That was
10-day ceasefire, right?
Yes, that was the reasoning behind why Iran said screw that 10-point deal in the first place, because Lebanon was supposed to originally be part of that treaty, that ceasefire, and it's not real, said no. So the thing is for how long will that stay open? Now, mind you, there will not be boots on the ground for that. And this is what that says. In a big breakthrough, they are going to they're allowed to use that money that they're getting for reconstruction of everything that's going on. They will raise the money for the reconstruction, and it's not immediately clear what Oman will be using theirs for. Trump said he was holding off on his threatened attacks on Iranian bridges, power plants, and other civilian targets, subject to Tehran agreeing to a 2-week ceasefire and reopening to the Strait of Hormuz, which, by the way, again, remind ourselves, $2 million per ship. That is what they're charging.
That guap.
And they're allowed to do that. That is part of the deal with the little 10-point plan that they have, because that money that they are going to be collecting is going to be used towards, again, the reconstruction of the stuff that, of course, we don't know how to stay out of. So that is, I believe, it for that. They're going to keep that chokehold going, though. So, yep. That's it. Ceasefire. There is a ceasefire again, but don't keep your hopes up with it, because at the end of the day, I've noticed the main issue between the reason why shit can't ever get done is because Israel wants their way. But I mean, here we are. I guess Israel can have uranium, but nobody else can, eh?
What's that way?
Because we can't see dyes and stains, scientific stuff. That's what uranium is also used for. What is that? Radioisotopes for medical imaging, cancer treatment, and industrial radiography. But I guess, the U.S. is the only one that's allowed to have it. But boots on the ground is not going to be the ones getting it, but they did not specify who our people were going to to go get this uranium because it's not going to be U.S. troops. So to anybody out there that thinks that, I see it like this, like, oh, well, looky here. Like they agreed to a ceasefire as long as the U.S. and Israel stay on their P's and Q's and do what the fuck they're supposed to do.
Yeah, so how long is
Because
that going to really last?
oh, Israel's going to continue to do what the fuck they want to do, and then they're going to be back at it again, and China will continue to possibly still give them guns and weaponry or whatever market it is out there, because the market doesn't care who you are. They don't pick a side. They just want that green. That's it. House of Dank, Cheech and Chong, apple fritter. Almost 6 minutes. They better leave me the fuck alone.
Let's do a little thing I like to call 10 things. Is it 10? No, it's actually 12. It's out of a list of 300 though. There were 300 things that Donnie Cheeto Palpatine Portobello Penis has done since he's been in office. Now, I remember him saying that, executive orders, there's so many executive orders. When you do too many executive orders, it's like a sign of weakness. You shouldn't have to do so many executive orders. And I forget who he was talking about, Obama, when he said that. But there's a lot of executive orders in what I'm about to run off to you. Let's review.
Yeah.
Executive order froze all U.S. foreign aid for 90 days, halting food, health, and disaster relief. Executive order ordered federal hiring freeze except for military, immigration, security, and public safety. He created the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, to dismantle diversity, equity, and inclusion programs.
And now where's DOGE at?
He demanded that every agency erase all DEI programs, staff, contracts, and messaging.
Oh, and there's been a few that said, go to hell.
The Lake Riley Act forced detention of undocumented immigrants for minor arrests. Limited birthright citizenship to those with at least one U.S. citizen or resident parent. Deployed Marines to Los Angeles for immigration raids. Cut funding for mental health block grants. Reduced SNAP benefits. Hungry?
Why wait?
Slashed Medicaid outreach budgets. You feeling okay?
Can you breathe?
Don't get sick.
Can you breathe?
Okay.
Got your asthma inhaler?
Slashed global HIV/AIDS prevention funding. Ended DOJ oversight of ICE detention facilities. Don't look at me. You voted for the shit. I'm just reading it off. Yeah, that's actually it. That's 12 of the 300. I'll go back to that. You know I will. I'll go back and get more. I'll probably do a series until I'm at the 300 mark. To all you Trump supporters.
I don't give a fuck.
Salute.
They don't care.
They're too stupid to care.
Trump
they don't care.
Go for the no-no square, and they blame their daughters for dressing like that. So that's how I see it. $2 million per ship. I can't believe that nonsense.
That's a lot of change.
It sure is.
That's a lot of change.
So, oh wow, there's going to be a lot of change when it comes to.
They'll have enough money to try and get more nuclear weapons, as if they were already doing that.
Right.
I want to know how come they weren't trying to bomb us when Obama was in office.
Damn, I wonder why.
They wasn't trying to bomb us when Biden was in office either. We had none of these problems. We had none of these
motherfucker.
Problems. That's crazy. When Biden was in office, ICE wasn't killing people in the streets.
Well, not as prominent as they are. They were. There were indeed
killing
deaths.
People in the street.
There were deaths.
Oh.
There were. We're not gonna. That's undeniable.
It wasn't just as high profile. It wasn't
it wasn't as shot in your face kind of situation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm quite sure the officers didn't, shoot a citizen and then call him a fucking bitch right after they shoot him either. That's kind of distasteful, but I mean,
well,
here we are.
An 18-year-old college student was filming the protests outside an immigration detention center in Los Angeles. Right, this is back then. This is what had happened. Oh, it was last month when an officer fired a projectile into his face, destroying his right eye and fracturing the bones in the socket.
Oof.
Tucker Collins, whose damaged eye had to be surgically removed, has filed a federal civil rights complaint against Donald Trump's administration, which faces an avalanche of lawsuits accusing federal agents of unconstitutional use of force after violent clashes with demonstrators all across the country. The complaint, which accuses federal agencies of assault, battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and violations of California's Bain Act, which protects protesters from threats of violence. He demands $100 million in monetary damages. Now, he does state DHS has been turned into a weapon of terror with no purpose other than to scare and brutalize. I was recording when it happened. There was no warning. One moment I was recording, and the next thing I know, I can't see. I'm on the floor, screaming in agony. And I watched the video. He was doing nothing wrong. Nothing. Now, Collins is a freshman studying astronautical engineering at the University of Southern California. The No Kings rallies in March 28th in downtown Los Angeles when he followed protests outside the city's Metropolitan Detention Center. Videos from the scene show Collins moving through the crowd with a camera before officers began firing crowd control munitions. I was blind for a couple of moments, tried to swallow the pain as fast as I could, and be as clear and level-headed as fast as I could. I remember feeling blood on my face. Other footage also shows protesters wrapping Collins' faces in bandages, and blood is streaming down his face. He said it started to creep into my lungs. I couldn't see anything. I didn't know what was going on. Now, a federal tort complaint, which proceeds a lawsuit to be filed in the coming weeks, alleges officers began firing less lethal munitions into the crowd, striking Collins from roughly 20 to 30 feet away without any warnings. He has permanent personal injuries, including the surgical removal of his right eye, permanent vision loss, physical pain, psychological and emotional injuries, a traumatic brain injury, and significant economic losses. He also faces multiple surgeries and will need to add another semester to his college education to complete his degree. Getting expensive.
Cut the check.
Getting expensive.
If I lost my eye, motherfucker, you cutting the check.
And he was doing nothing. He was filming. I watched the video first.
He's trying to be an engineer.
Make sure he wasn't doing nothing stupid.
Units. He need all his vision. If Ashley Babbitt can get 5 for being a fucking traitor, he should be able to get 100.
As a matter of fact, what I'm going
for losing his fucking sight and losing chance at being a normal engineer as he had planned.
Here, let me go ahead and do this.
The fuck, man.
Here.
This dude's eye is gone.
Gone, you guys.
This dude's eye is gone, man.
Gone.
What type of shit is that?
Out of the socket. And he has more surgeries to come, you guys.
And this is because of quote unquote air quotes law enforcement?
All because he was filming. You guys, I watched the video. And again, if somebody deserves something, they deserve something. I'm not going to sit here and bald-faced lie for that. But for that to be done while he's just literally got the camera like this and he's recording going through the crowd, and next thing you know, you see him on the ground.
Uncalled for.
It's The Independent news break by Alex Woodward. It states, teen whose eye was surgically removed after DHS shot him files civil rights complaint. I'm in no way an agitator. I just had my camera. That is the name of the article. The Independent, crime by Alex Woodward, and it even shows the video. There, right there, I gave you all the source I have.
Proof.
I don't know what else you want from me.
But you know what? And here's the thing. I was talking with a Trump supporter in the comments of one of the other videos. And true to form, they will not break character. You give them reputable sources, they're going to give you the same bullshit that Trump uses in
fake
the
news.
media. Oh,
fake
it's
news.
fake. It's fake.
Fake news.
What's your informational source? Name somebody reputable. Oh no, they've been caught lying before. So was Fox News, motherfucker. And it's people from Fox News that got sued for fucking lying in his fucking cabinet. With his 30,000 plus lying ass. Its nose is growing all over that motherfucker. And you talking about, oh, well, that news source was caught lying before. Yeah, well, your president was caught lying over 30,000 fucking times. Look it up. Pete Hegseth was on Fox News, right? Fucking liar. What's the other chick with the little weird ass trying to be Val from fucking Thunderbolts, little streak in her hair? She was on Fox News too. Fucking lying ass bitch. Now what? You want to talk about lies? You don't want to go there. My last one, just a little, because I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if it's real. Everything is staged nowadays. Everything is, make believe, and they're trying to go back to the WWF side of things, and everything's make believe. Everything's a scripted fight. But when I first saw it, I'm talking about Cameron and Jay Uso. I thought that shit was real. It looked real to me. It looked like Cameron was talking too much shit. It looked like he was running his mouth, running his dick suckers. And it looked like old boy is a straight up wrestler. Whether he's a low bar wrestler or not, Cameron ain't no fucking wrestler.
Right.
So I was like, why is he steady talking shit? But then old boy snatched him across the counter.
Snatched his ass right on.
Snatched him right across the counter and laid one on his ass. And they're trying to tell me, he said, see you at WrestleMania. So they're trying to tell me that Cameron is about to jump in the ring and wrestle Jey Uso. So if this is what's happening, if this is staged, let me just say, for the wrestling fans that might be interested in that, okay. But for me, what the fuck do I want to see Cameron wrestle Jey Uso for? That's not even interesting.
That's an ass whooping just waiting to be seen.
That's not even interesting. Cameron might be able to fight in the street, but fight a goddamn wrestler that's outweighing him by 100 plus. Come on, man. Fucking stop it. Fucking stop it. That's not even interesting to me. Even
It's
if it's
really
fake,
not.
if it's staged, that's not even interesting. Why the fuck do I want to see Cameron fight a wrestler? I mean, if you get in a bag, get your bag. You know, if that's what you want to do. Because I saw something where they showed Mark Lamont Hill was, did something similar, and whatever. I guess he got a bag for, but who's interested in seeing Mark Lamont Hill in that space? No one. I'm just saying, no one in WWE spaces even know who the fuck Cameron or Mark Lamont Hill are. That's a wasted bag, in my opinion. That's a wasted bag. I wouldn't spend no money to put them in the ring with none of my wrestlers. That ain't benefiting me. Yeah, it's a waste of my time.
Wasting my money.
Who the fuck is this guy? Oh, he's a guy that does podcasts with Joe Budden. Who's Joe Budden? They don't know. People in the wrestling world is a very small amount that know who the fuck Joe Budden is, Mark Lamont Hill, or Cameron. They don't know who the fuck. They don't. It's not interesting. He's wrestling who? Who the hell's that?
Babe, there's more than just white people that watch that.
Yeah, but okay, so my brothers and sisters, y'all interested in seeing Mark Lamont Hill wrestle somebody?
That's not even the point. Don't try to flip it like
that. Are you interested in seeing Cameron wrestle somebody?
I mean, who was interested in when fucking Rodman went to?
That's different. Rodman is a fucking athlete. He's a basketball player. He's 6 foot something. He's big and he's he works out. Yeah, that's different. They're athletes. Like Shaq. Shaq big as hell, but he's an athlete. Now he's old.
Act like Cameron's not a fit person.
He ain't no athlete.
No, there don't have to be no athlete. All right, and then you had Britney Spears' fucking ex-husband, baby daddy, fucking Federline or whatever the fuck his name is.
I laughed at that. The only reason that he was even in the ring was because he was Britney Spears' dude. Did nobody want to see that? That's just for the bag. That must be just like I said. If it's for the bag, it's for the bag.
That is a good example.
If it's for the bag,
that's a good example.
Hey, to each his own. To each his own. Because I'd be like, I wouldn't pay to see that shit.
Listen, it's been a good minute since I've really
watched that clip of Jey Uso snatching him over the counter and hitting him. I just watched that a couple more times, and there you go. I'm good. Let's call it good.
I watched one of them, and like I said, they said something about it was fake or something. It was staged, and it's like, okay, well, that was obviously.
It is some pretty decent acting, if that was.
It was, but I mean, after you hear it's you kind of break it apart, and you kind of see where the hesitation was at.
Something about you should have kept the counter out or the countdown or something. I'm like, there was a countdown. I'm gonna have to watch it over again. I have to watch it over again. I haven't seen Cameron act since Paid in Full. So, okay.
You give me these B-list wrestlers.
I thought that was funny. How he kept saying, "Yeah, your family is wrestling royalty, but what happened to you though?" Oh, disrespectful.
Highly.
Oh, then he's like, "Oh, you keep bringing me these Saturday niggas, these Saturday rappers. You know that the main event is on Sunday. How come you ain't bringing me no main event niggas? I don't smell what Uso's cooking." Oh, so there, Uso snatches in my car. I was like, "Whoa!" But if it's fake,
because he was about to walk off, and then he turned around.
Yeah, he did the double step, and
grabbed his ass up real quick.
Look real.
And then
that shit.
But then, real. Whenever you do see it, you kind of see the little hesitation that he had.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if that was not staged, if that would have been how it really would have went down.
I mean, he probably wouldn't have had to do all that. He probably would have just grabbed him up and then
staged it though. Wouldn't you say, "Well, I don't want to be. Let's stage it and let me get knocked out in one punch and be laying there like a limp dick." No, I'm gonna say, "Well, let us scrap a little bit, and then they pull us apart."
That's what he was looking.
Nah, he said, "You know what? Let's make it real. You snatch me over the counter and punch me one good time, and I'm gonna lay like this. for a good 2-3 minutes. And then afterwards,
And then
I'm
while
gonna
they're
wear
pulling
a
them
towel
off,
over that side of my head.
and while they're pulling them
And
off, it says something about wake up or something like that. Wake up, Uso,
he
or something
cracked
like
me
that to
up
him.
when he cracked me up later when he asked Mace, "Where was you at?" And Mace was like, "I was the one that came and pulled him off. And then the old girl said, and he called security too.
And he called security.
Woo!
Oh, Lord have mercy.
If that was staged, that was some good acting. I salute you. Top tier. If it was not staged, that was hilarious comedic gold. Thank you.
Yes.
Top tier.
Top tier. Top tier.
Top tier.
Top tier. Top tier. So, all right. Well, yeah, that's all we got. So, are we good off for the weekend? So,
all right. So,
all right. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and get notified for every time that we drop new content. And we will see you next time on Mad as Hell Monday. Peace.